Okay, in this tutorial we're going to take a look at how to create doors with the template. So the first thing that I'm going to do is simply create a wall and bake the nav mesh just as a reminder of how that works. Okay, now that we have seen what I'm going to do is to create a couple doors from the level design tool. This small cursor in the scene indicates where the stuff that we select from the tool is going to be created. So you can select a point on the ground and just press the door button. So we have two door options. We have the door and cross scene door. Cross scene door is used when you want a new level to get loaded and move the player to that level. In this tutorial, we're just going to talk about level doors, which means that the player is going to be teleported inside the level. So just select a place where you want the door to be and press the door button. And now we're going to create another one. So now that we have both doors, I'm simply going to add a visual element. There is a door included with the template. It's just a simple mesh, which is a bit big, to be fair. This is something that I'm planning to fix on the next version, but if this looks different in your version, don't worry about it, but I will have to scale it down. Okay, so now that we have both doors in the scene, obviously nothing is going to happen because we haven't established the connection between the doors. We will do that next. So we're selecting the left door. So we just have to drag and drop the right door on the exit here. And you will see that there is a red line that now goes from one door to the other, and that means that there is a one-way connection. So we just have to connect the right door now. I have selected this one and set the left door as its exit. And now that line between the two doors turned green, which indicates that there is a valid link between the two doors. Okay, so as you can see, it didn't work. It actually did work, but I made a mistake, and it is that I have placed the doors the other way around. You can see that inside the wall, there is this gizmo that indicates where the player is coming out from. So just rotate the whole thing, and this means that the player will be teleported to this point looking in this direction. So we have to do the same with both doors, and it should now work. Cool. So the next thing that we're gonna look at are locks. We have a different number of lock components that we can use. We're gonna start with lock of the side. Okay, so on this component we can modify a couple things. One thing that we can add to start with is a line for when the player tries to use the door and it is locked. So this will say the door is locked from the other side. And we also need a line of dialogue for when the player uses the door from the other side. So this will be you unlocked the door. And you can add some sound effects if you wanted to, and also add all sorts of events here related to the unlocking. For now, we're just going to leave the two dialogue lines and try it out. The door is locked from the other side. And when I use the other side, you unlock the door, and you can use now the door from either side. Okay. So now we're gonna take a look at the door lock key item, and this is gonna keep the door locked until you use a specific item. So I'm just gonna add some key here to the key variable, which is gonna be the key, but it could be anything. And similarly to the other log, you can add some lines of dialogue. For example, I need a key. You can add a sound, unlocking events. When the door is unlocked, let's say you use the key. You can also add a sound here if you wanted to. And this door can also be unlocked from the other side. So if you want this line to be the same, simply copy and paste. And you have a couple toggles here in case you want to disable the possibility of using the key from both sides. For example, if you had a door that is closed by a chain, you could only unlock that door from one side. So you would have to uncheck this. Okay, and now if I go and add the key to the scene, this object, this pickup, already references the same item that is required to unlock the door. And I now should be able to unlock the door from either side. Another thing is that doors can use animations. So I'm selecting here the left door, and you can see that the animation property is an assign. So I'll simply drag and drop a door animation that is included with the template. And now when I use the door, it should play an animation. Okay, so it took some time to load the shader there, but it should be okay now. Okay, so I'll explain in following tutorials how to create these animations, but that should be all you need to know. So something I wanted to mention is that it is recommended to create the doors always from the level design tool. If you create your doors by duplicating an existing door, like for example here, you'll see that we got an error on the console, and it indicates that the object unique ID has been duplicated now. And that's because all doors have a object unique ID component that ensures that every door has a specific reference number or string, and this is used for saving the state of the door and the log and everything. So if you duplicate doors like this, you will start getting these errors, and you can get rid of these errors by simply go here and press regenerate ID. I'll probably add a button here in future versions of the template, but for now you can do it from here, regenerate ID. You can clear the error and it should all be fine. But just so you know that if you create a door from the level design tool, it will assign a unique object ID automatically. So that's all I wanted to talk about in this tutorial. You can obviously extend the door log class to be whatever you want, or you can use this one and unlock the door from a specific system in your scene, like for example a puzzle or whatever. You could use directly this base class, and that's it.